We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford going to put it up right away. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Corum. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He's across midfield and just shutting him off there. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
To the right side, incomplete to Atwell. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
19 points.
Richardson. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Richardson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The Cardinals are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You talk about this Rams defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
18, pioneer. Here we go. Check. 19, Tiger. 19. Ready.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
5-yard line.
Chef Viking 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Warriors 70, cut 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Richardson to throw out play action. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
60, Cougar 19. Ready.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw here. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The drive will start with an option going left. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Taken down back at the 1-yard line.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. From his own end zone, it's Richardson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
70 Ranger.
3rd and long, Richardson from his end zone. And that went off the mark, a little late with the throw.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Oh, look at that. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
On the set.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's complete left side to Gray. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on the wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80. Warriors 70, 18, Rattler.
Richardson looking to throw this. Open net is well, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The end result, 21 yards.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And Richardson going to move him around.
Ready.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice throw there by the young rookie from Penn State, and it's a 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Rams.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 8. He hits Adams, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 22-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's McBride. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory.
Blake Corum, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18 Cardinals, Warriors 70, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got a man, complete. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jalen Waddle, as the first half is winding down. And the Cards are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Richardson will throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
This time they stay on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 41, here's a second down and 6. And they'll go again with ETN. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll look to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll look to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Going to be taken in here by McCool.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Joshua Carty on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Cougar 19, 79 Brook, traffic, go!
Richardson looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
65, Jack, 65. Here we go, here we go.
Now Richardson.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
60 Eagles, 7 Pirates.
Richardson going on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down.
18 Rattle.
4-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that's complete. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34. Yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first and Corum.
But he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
A gain of 14.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Track and 6, 73.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka Nakua.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
28.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Right side, and he finds Gray. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Richardson. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Tap the 60, tap the 60. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Richardson will throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Second and 3. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Ready up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this nearly an interception. But it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Second and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get it thrown away. He's taken down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
3rd and 19.
Now back to throw.
That's complete to Dobbs. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
A gain of 15.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Delivers on the crosser to McBride.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
At the 19-yard line.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Rams, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.